Hi folks, Patrick Turner here at Feldman Chevrolet. Today we have the brand new 2018 Chevrolet Equinox that is redesigned from the ground up. This is a premier all-wheel drive model in the Redline trim package. I personally think it's the best looking package out there. So we're going to hop in this thing. We're going to go over a couple of new features on the inside, see what it's like. I've heard the new 5-link suspension on it. It just drives like a dream with the new 9-speed trans. So let's hop in it and see what it's all about. Alright folks, here we are in the new 2018 Traverse. As I mentioned before, one of the things that I was most curious about with this new model is the ride. It rides on a new 5-link suspension, which really limits body roll, front and back and left to right. And you can really tell this road isn't a very nice road, which makes it really great for test drives. And a lot of cars, a lot of these seams that are going across the road makes your car kind of hop. And this just rides smooth as glass. I would probably pit this car up against any crossover, be it premium, domestic, anything. As far as ride, it rides like a dream. These seats are super comfy. Now, one of the big things that you'll notice in the car is the redesign of the dash. It looks more like a full-size truck because these vehicles from General Motors are kind of classified as a truck, and it bears a striking resemblance to the Tahoe and the Suburban, and it also has the screen feature, which is pretty cool. Gives you a nice little amount of storage back here, and it's just kind of Batman-ish. Nice big touch screen. It has the new infotainment system. The old Traverse, the 17 model, did not have this updated infotainment system. And one of the other cool things I like too, which kind of cleaned up the amount of buttons that are on the center stack here, is now they move the rear climate control to a button, and you can control everything from here. You can lock it, you can unlock it so people can't mess around with it. Being that this is a premier model, it's got quite a bit of equipment on it. It's got the dual sunroofs, heated and cooled seats. You have a heated steering wheel, which is super nice in the winter. It's got memory seats in it, of course leather seats, and it also has the new liftgate kick feature in the rear. In the dark, it will actually project a Chevrolet emblem on the ground so you can see exactly where you kick. And it's not like the Ford system where you got to kind of look for it. You just give it one kick and it'll just pop right up. It also has the 360 camera feature, which is not going to let me access it because we're driving, but it gives you a bird's eye view of the vehicle when you're in reverse, and at forward speeds under 5 miles an hour. One of the other really cool things too, if you have a ton of cargo in this vehicle and you can't see out of your rear view mirror, all you have to do is flip this little switch right here, and it turns into a fisheye camera, and it's high resolution, it's HD. So it's crystal clear, and you can actually see more out of this camera than you can if you're in just the standard mirror system. It's great. I mean, somebody totally had their brain on when they thought about that. Now we're on our favorite road here. We're gonna take some twists and turns and see how this thing, oh man, this thing just handles great. The 9-speed transmission too, it knows what gear it needs to be in. Now they gave it a few more horsepower for this year compared to last year, and then they also added 3 speeds to the transmission too, and you can really tell it gets up and goes pretty good. It's not fast, but it's more than adequate for most people's daily driving needs. And the other really cool thing about the new Traverse as well as the new Equinox is there's a dial down here. You're not going to be able to see it from here, but there's a dial down here that lets you select from all-wheel drive and front-wheel drive. So when you're on the freeway and you want to get a little bit better fuel economy, click it on front-wheel drive. You don't need all-wheel drive all the time. It's also got a off-road mode, which is kind of cool. It turns off all the nannies and everything. There's no stability control, none of that. And it's super easy. You just reach down and you just flick it. Or you can also turn on and off the traction control if you like. Car's also got lane keep assist on it, which is a very, very nice safety feature. And it has the blind spot indicators and the lane change alert too. Now usually you can't tell on our videos that we do how smooth the vehicle ride is, but this car just soaks up everything. It's absolutely beautiful. The material quality on the dash, I love how they did a gloss black with like the nickel finish. Very classy. And one of the other great things about all the Chevrolet vehicles with the Mylink infotainment system is it is so easy to use. You have redundant controls all over the place. You have controls on the touchscreen. You have the controls on the actual center stack. You have them on the steering wheel. You know, a lot of the systems like the Honda, I've driven them. The Ford, even the new sync system, the old sync system was just, it was like mind-blowing trying to figure out how to do anything in the car. But this Chevy Mylink system is probably the most user-friendly infotainment system that I've used, and that's not because I sell Chevys. It's not a brand bias thing, it just is better. We've also got instant weather updates. You can see where the weather is going to be. If you're going on a trip, you can add a location. Of course, with it being a Premier model, you've also got navigation, all that good stuff. Apple CarPlay standard. Dual sunroofs is awesome. So if you have been thinking about looking into the new Traverse, you know, they just came out, so the model spread is going to be a little bit limited at the time. But you can come on in, we've got a couple to choose from. We've got the Premier Redline, obviously, that we're driving. A couple LTs. The LT model is going to be the bulk of the seller. That's going to be what most people opt for. Come on in, we'll let you drive whatever you want, and see for yourself how just absolutely beautiful this new car is. Feldman Chevrolet, Hickory Ridge, and M59, Highland, Michigan. Come on and see us.